Hey Spurs fans, welcome back to another update on our San Antonio Spurs. Before we jump into today's breaking news, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. And here's something special for you. Everyone who subscribes and leaves a comment with their name and the city they're watching for will automatically be entered into our giveaway to win an official San Antonio Spurs jersey. So don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and comment your name and city below. Stay tuned, because the next Spurs fan wearing the jersey could be you. San Antonio did not walk out with a win, but the conversation around Victor Wembanyama versus Chet Holmgren shifted decisively. The scoreboard can tell one story. The matchup told another, clear, forceful, and hard to ignore. From the opening minutes, Wembanyama imposed geometry on the floor. On the second trip down, he attacked Holmgren with intent. No probing, no half measures, just a direct challenge to length, timing, and balance. The follow-up possession reinforced the message. Angles, stride, and reach can manufacture clean looks even against elite size. That early burst wasn't a highlight reel flourish. It was a thesis statement. Holmgren tried to answer, but the release windows he enjoys against most defenders narrowed to slivers. Wembanyama's combination of wingspan and recovery speed compresses time. Shots that are routine become rushed, and rushed shots become compromised. When a 7-footer hesitates, the possession is already tilting away. The difference starts on defense. Wembanyama erases space without overcommitting. One slide, one extension, and the lane feels gated. Holmgren is a disciplined rim protector, but against Wembanyama, he meets a defender who can contest without fouling, bait drives in a length, and still close to the arc. That dual coverage, paint deterrent plus perimeter reach, reshapes options and forces second-choice decisions. Head-to-head results reflect that pressure. Wembanyama has outpaced Holmgren in scoring and overall impact in their meetings, with stronger efficiency and on-court differential. On offense, the separation is about counters. Wembanyama doesn't rely on one path. He toggles between face UPS, quick spins, high-release pull UPS, and short-roll playmaking. When Holmgren sits back, the mid-range becomes a runway. When he steps up, the first step and stride length turn the corner. That blend of handle and balance lets Victor create advantages without elaborate actions, and the numbers in their recent matchups back the eye test. Wembanyama has produced more efficiently from the field and beyond the arc while driving a stronger plus-minus across limited minutes. Holmgren's strengths deserve acknowledgement. He rebounds, contests, and spaces the floor. But against Wembanyama, his efficiency dips and his impact narrows. In their season meetings, Holmgren's shooting percentages and on-court differential have trailed, reflecting how difficult it is to generate clean looks or impose size when the defender is taller, longer, and quicker to recover. Even when Holmgren finds points, the possessions feel labored, and the cumulative effect shows up in the margins. Coaching choices tell a story too. Early in the season, Oklahoma City often steered Holmgren away from the primary Wembanyama assignment, leaning on help and switching to avoid direct isolation. When they opened with Chet on Victor, the mismatch surfaced quickly. San Antonio found rhythm by letting Wembanyama dictate matchups rather than chasing them. That is why you saw immediate pressure, post seals, face UPS, and quick decisions before help could arrive. The head-to-head ledger favors Victor in those sequences, and the plus-minus gap underscores how those minutes swing momentum. The broadcasters call for Holmgren to get aggressive, misses the core issue. Aggression without advantage becomes risk. Against Wembanyama, straight-line drives invite length, and pull UPS invite contests that arrive a beat faster than expected. The solution isn't simply more force, it's different geometry. Inverted screens, ghost actions, and early drag to force switches before the floor is set. Without those wrinkles, Holmgren is playing uphill. What makes Wembanyama's case so compelling is the breadth of superiority. Rim finishing, mid-range creation, handle under pressure, and defensive anticipation. He reads the second action before it happens, and his arms turn open into closed in a blink. In their direct clashes, That anticipation has translated into better scoring, cleaner efficiency, and stronger on-court impact, even in shorter stints. The head-to-head data captures the separation that the film suggests. For San Antonio, the path forward is simple and ruthless. Keep feeding the mismatch until the defense breaks. Empty side actions to isolate Victor, early seals before help can load, and quick swing sequences that punish stunts. Those are repeatable, scalable, and demoralizing. When the opponent must choose between surrendering mid-range pull UPS or conceding drives, the game tilts. For Oklahoma City, the counter must be structural. Shade with length on the catch, bring late digs from the baseline to disrupt the gather, and force Wembanyama into playmaking reads on the move rather than static face UPS. Mix coverages, show, switch, and occasional zone to muddy timing. Most importantly, attack and transition before San Antonio can set the chessboard. Without tempo, the half-court becomes Victor's canvas. The broader debate, are they equals, needs honesty. Holmgren is excellent, a high-level modern big with touch, timing, and defensive feel. Wembanyama is something else. He bends schemes, not just possessions. Their direct meetings have reflected that difference in production, efficiency, and impact, and the film amplifies it. Victor dictates, Chet reacts. The numbers across their matchups reinforce the gap, with Wembanyama posting stronger scoring and plus-minus, while Holmgren's shooting slides under pressure. If you're looking for a takeaway beyond the box score, it's this. Wembanyama doesn't just win plays, he changes the terms of engagement. When a player forces you to abandon preferred matchups, alter coverage rules, and accept uncomfortable shots, the debate is over. The Thunder can still win games. They just won't win this particular argument. And that's the point. The Spurs may have absorbed a blowout, but the matchup clarity was unmistakable. Wembanyama closed the door on equivalence, firmly, decisively, and with enough evidence to quiet the noise. The next time these teams meet, expect Oklahoma City to adjust. Expect San Antonio to press the advantage. Expect the conversation to stay settled. Before we go on, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. Your support keeps our Spurs coverage strong and brings you the latest updates straight from San Antonio. And jump into the comments. Tell us what you think about today's news. The NBA world woke up today to a thunderous shockwave that reverberated far beyond the hardwood. Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak himself, has reportedly given the green light to a monumental move that could redefine the balance of power in professional basketball. The San Antonio Spurs, a franchise steeped in tradition and known for its methodical approach, have dramatically upped their offer, and insiders say Giannis has finally said yes. The league trembles at the implications. For weeks, speculation had swirled around the possibility of Giannis leaving Milwaukee, but few believed the Spurs would emerge as the ultimate destination. San Antonio, long admired for its disciplined culture and player development, had quietly positioned itself as a dark horse in the race. Now, with Antetokounmpo's commitment, the whispers have turned into roars, and the NBA landscape faces a seismic shift. The intrigue lies not only in the decision itself, but in the timing. The Spurs, already boasting a generational talent in Victor Wembanyama, have now secured a two-time MVP whose dominance in the paint and versatility on both ends of the floor make him one of the most feared players in the game. The pairing of Giannis and Wembanyama is nothing short of terrifying for opponents, a combination of length, skill, and relentless energy that could usher in a new dynasty. Sources close to the negotiations reveal that San Antonio's front office pulled out all the stops, crafting a package that went beyond financial incentives. The Spurs reportedly promised Giannis a central role in shaping the team's future, including input on roster construction and a commitment to building a championship-caliber squad around him. For a player who has always valued loyalty and vision, this was the decisive factor. The Milwaukee Bucks, meanwhile, are left reeling. Giannis was not just their cornerstone. He was their identity. His departure marks the end of an era defined by resilience, a championship run in 2021, and the hope of sustained contention. Fans in Wisconsin are grappling with heartbreak, while analysts debate whether the Bucks could have done more to keep their superstar satisfied. The Spurs' bold move signals a return to the spotlight for a franchise that dominated the early 2000s under Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, and Manu Ginobili. After years of rebuilding and searching for the next great leader, San Antonio has now positioned itself as the epicenter of basketball's future. The echoes of Duncan's quiet dominance now merge with Giannis's explosive energy, creating a narrative that feels both nostalgic and revolutionary. Across the league, rival teams are scrambling to reassess their strategies. The Western Conference, already a gauntlet of talent, now faces a Spurs team that could become nearly unstoppable. The Golden State Warriors, Los Angeles Lakers, and Denver Nuggets must prepare for a new juggernaut, while Eastern Conference powerhouses like Boston and Miami wonder how they will fare against a Spurs-led dynasty should they meet in the finals. The NBA itself is bracing for the ripple effects. Television networks, sponsors, and global markets are salivating at the prospect of Giannis joining forces with Wembanyama. The league's international appeal, already strong thanks to stars like Luka Doncic and Nikola Jokic, will skyrocket as the Greek Freak brings his global fan base to Texas. The Spurs, once seen as a small market team, are suddenly the hottest ticket in town. Fans in San Antonio are already celebrating, flooding social media with excitement and anticipation. The city, known for its passionate support of the Spurs, is preparing for a renaissance. Local businesses expect a surge in activity, and the AT&T Center is poised to become the most electrifying arena in the league. The atmosphere promises to rival the glory days of the Duncan era. Giannis's decision also raises questions about loyalty and legacy. For years, he was the embodiment of commitment, staying with Milwaukee despite temptations elsewhere. His move to San Antonio suggests a shift in priorities. The pursuit of championships, the allure of playing alongside Wembanyama, and the chance to cement his place among the greatest of all time. The Bucks now face a daunting rebuild. Without Giannis, they must rely on Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, and a supporting cast that suddenly feels incomplete. Trade rumors are already swirling, with speculation that Milwaukee may look to offload veterans and start fresh. The franchise's future hangs in the balance, and fans are demanding answers. For Giannis, the opportunity is clear. In San Antonio, he will not only compete for titles but also mentor Wembanyama, shaping the young star into a force that could dominate for decades. The partnership promises to be mutually beneficial, with Giannis providing experience and leadership while Wembanyama offers youthful exuberance and unmatched potential. The Spurs coaching staff, led by Greg Popovich, is ecstatic. Popovich, the legendary architect of San Antonio's success, now has the chance to guide another generational talent. His ability to maximize players' strengths and foster team chemistry could be the key to unlocking the full potential of this historic pairing. Around the league, players are reacting with awe and disbelief. Social media is ablaze with commentary from stars who recognize the magnitude of the move. Some express admiration, others caution, but all acknowledge that the NBA has entered a new era. The balance of power has shifted, and the Spurs are at the center of it. The financial implications are staggering. The Spurs' increased offer reportedly includes not only a record-breaking salary, but also endorsements, community initiatives, and long-term commitments that extend beyond basketball. Giannis's brand will flourish in San Antonio, and the franchise will reap the rewards of global recognition. Critics argue that the move could create an imbalance in the league, with the Spurs potentially becoming too dominant. Yet others see it as a natural evolution, a reminder that dynasties are built on bold decisions and fearless ambition. The NBA thrives on storylines, and this one is destined to captivate audiences worldwide. The timing of the announcement, just weeks before the All-Star break, adds to the drama. Fans will eagerly await Giannis's debut in a Spurs uniform, and the anticipation will fuel ticket sales, media coverage, and endless debates. The All-Star game itself may become a stage for Giannis and Wembanyama to showcase their chemistry. As the dust settles, one truth remains undeniable. the NBA has been shaken to its core. Giannis Antetokounmpo's decision to join the Spurs is not just a transaction. It is a declaration of intent, a signal that the future belongs to San Antonio. The league must adapt, and fans must prepare for a new chapter in basketball history. The story is far from over. Questions linger about how quickly the Spurs can translate this move into championships, how the Bucks will recover, and how rival teams will respond. But for now, the headline is clear: Bomba Absoluta. Giannis has said yes. The Spurs have raised the stakes, and the NBA trembles under the weight of a new dynasty in the making. The reverberations of Giannis Antetokounmpo's decision to join the San Antonio Spurs are being felt across every corner of the basketball world. Analysts on television and radio are scrambling to dissect the implications, while fans flood social media with hot takes, memes, and celebratory posts. The sheer magnitude of the move has transformed what was once speculation into the most talked-about sports story of the year, and the ripple effect is only beginning. In Milwaukee, the mood is somber. Local newspapers describe the city as heartbroken, with fans gathering outside Fiserv Forum to express both gratitude and grief. For many, Giannis was more than a player. He was a symbol of resilience and loyalty. His departure leaves a void not only in the Bucks roster, but in the identity of the franchise itself, sparking debates about whether small market teams can truly hold on as superstars in the modern NBA. Meanwhile, in San Antonio, the atmosphere is electric. The announcement has ignited a wave of optimism that rivals the glory days of the Duncan era. Season ticket sales are reportedly skyrocketing, merchandise is flying off shelves, and the city is preparing for a surge in tourism as fans from around the world plan trips to witness the new powerhouse firsthand. The Spurs have instantly become the most compelling team in the league. The media frenzy is unprecedented. Sports networks are dedicating entire segments to analyzing the potential pairing of Giannis and Victor Wembanyama, with commentators calling it the most terrifying frontcourt in NBA history. Headlines scream of a new dynasty in the making, and the story has even crossed into mainstream news outlets, highlighting the cultural significance of the move beyond basketball. Players across the league are reacting in real time. Some express admiration for Giannis's bold choice, while others voice concern about the competitive balance of the NBA. Rival stars like LeBron James and Stephen Curry have weighed in, acknowledging that the Spurs now represent a formidable challenge. The chatter among players underscores the gravity of the decision and the respect Giannis commands among his peers. Internationally, the news has sparked excitement in Europe, Africa, and Asia, where Giannis's global fan base is immense. Greek fans are celebrating their hero's next chapter, while French supporters are thrilled at the prospect of Wembanyama teaming up with another international superstar. The Spurs, once considered a regional powerhouse, are now positioned as a global brand with unparalleled reach. Economically, the impact is immediate. Sponsorship deals are being renegotiated, television networks are preparing for record ratings, and the NBA is bracing for a surge in revenue tied to the Spurs' newfound dominance. Analysts predict that San Antonio's games will become must-watch events, with advertisers clamoring to secure prime slots during broadcasts. The financial windfall could reshape the league's priorities in the coming years. The Bucks organization, however, faces mounting pressure. Fans are demanding accountability from ownership and management, questioning whether enough was done to keep Giannis satisfied. The front office is now tasked with salvaging the franchise's reputation while navigating a painful rebuild. The departure has sparked conversations about the future of small market teams and the challenges they face in retaining generational talent. Culturally, the move has reignited debates about player empowerment. Giannis's decision reflects a growing trend of superstars taking control of their destinies, prioritizing championships and personal vision over loyalty to a single franchise. While some critics lament the erosion of tradition, others celebrate the freedom players now wield in shaping their careers. The discourse highlights the evolving dynamics of modern sports. Ultimately, the reverberations of this bombshell announcement extend far beyond the court. Giannis's yes to the Spurs is not just a basketball story. It is a cultural phenomenon, a financial earthquake, and a global spectacle. The NBA trembles, fans rejoice or mourn, and the future of the league has been irrevocably altered. The repercussions will continue to unfold, but one thing is certain. The world will be watching San Antonio with bated breath. That's it for today's update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay on top of every exclusive San Antonio Spurs news drop, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. And don't forget, your opinion matters to Spurs Nation. Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you in the next video.